What? Why you ain't subscribed yet, bro? It ain't nothing to subscribe, bro. It's free, bro. Hit the subscribe button. Join TOK right now. Don't be a lame. Join the gang, stupid. Let's go, YouTube. It's your boy Corey, aka the one cocky young Daggett. That's my slogan. I'm back with a motherfucking video in this bitch. You dig? You dig? So, what y'all boys? How y'all boys doing, man? Hey, man. I know your boy keep vanishing. I know. It's just a lot, bro. I'm not even gonna keep giving y'all these side ass stories. It just be a lot, bro. Like, I just haven't been on my shit. Nothing I can say, nothing I can do about it. But I'm trying to lock back in. So you heard that? That's that money. Let me put my phone on mute because I ain't finna goddamn me dealing with none of that. But I'm finna switch it up. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I was like drained physically and emotionally from like this content shit, because I felt like I was stuck in a box of doing the same shit or looking at the same shit all the time. So now y'all boys finna be seeing different shit, different videos and shit, you feel me? So I ain't finna be ready to just certain shit or playing just certain games. I gotta branch out and shit, show different shit, all of that, you feel me what I'm saying? But today we watching top 10 most bizarre deep sea creatures ever discovered. I don't know about y'all boys, but I am traumatized and I am scared of fucking big bodies of water. I drowned before. Well, I didn't drown because I'm still alive, but I felt like I was going to drown before. I felt like I was drowning and I almost died. You know what I'm saying? So big bodies of water and all of this shit, traumatizing. And that's crazy to say because I work on a fucking ship, but it's okay. But this shit right here, this shit's traumatizing me. But it's like the reason why is because it's like, I don't know if it's still 5%, but you know, we only discovered or explored 5% of the ocean, bro. Of the whole ocean, gang. We seeing more of space than we have in the ocean, gang. That's insane. I'm like, I hate that. I hate that. That's one thing that I hate, and I don't like that. That's a fact that I know. I don't like that shit. But we're gonna get straight into the shit. I love animal videos. I love shit like this. So I hope y'all like watching this shit with me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't, then you know what to do. Click off this shit. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's been said that 95% of all the waters in the world remain unexplored. The deepest parts of the ocean especially are a challenge to unravel, as they pose a lot of biological and engineering challenges just to get there. As such, almost anything that comes out of its dark depths always look bizarre, almost alien to us. Let's shed some light on some of the most bizarre deep-sea creatures you won't believe exist. Octopuses are already strange creatures. They have 8 separate dexterous tentacles, a very squishy flexible body, 9 brains, 3 hearts, and blue blood. They even have—
They got 9 brains? So each tentacle got a brain or some shit like that? You know, an octopus is really smart as a bitch. Like, I just seen a video on TikTok, bro, of an octopus opening a glass jar, bro. A fucking glass jar with a crab inside of it, just to eat the crab. Like, this shit is insane.
Intelligence level that rivals that of dolphins and orangutans. However, our regular tentacled friends actually look rather tame compared to their deep sea versions. Here's some of the strangest you'll find in the deep sea. Let's start off with the flapjack octopus, which certainly looks like something out of a Disney movie. They live between 200 to 1500 meters below the ocean and are mostly native to the eastern Pacific, with a few species scattered throughout the mid-Atlantic Ocean. With its tiny size, gelatinous body, almost adorable build, and eyes that just seem
adorable. That shit is fucking hideous. What the fuck is he talking about?
To sparkle with curiosity, it completely differentiates itself from the more grotesque and extended build of an ordinary octopus. Now take a flapjack octopus, make it more translucent.
That shit like a what's that shit called? A Goomba from Mario? The little the little brown shit, like one of those shits.
And give it a rounder body, and this is what you have. The informally named Casper octopus gets the inspiration obviously from its ghastly look. First found thousands of meters deep in the Hawaiian seas, they have been observed to lay their eggs on the stalk of dead sea sponges and then guard them to the death. Literally, they will wrap themselves around the sponge without leaving, without ever feeding, until they finally die. Now that's dedication. For another Disney reference, look no further than the Dumbo octopus. As you may have already guessed, its nickname is derived from its ears, which are actually fins with a peculiar shape.
I'm about to say,
Just
they
like
got
the
ears?
blackjack and the Casper ghost octopus, it also has a seemingly smaller build than the average octopus, which allows it to thrive
here,
at
big as
depths
a
as deep
bitch.
as 7,000 meters below sea level. Number 9. Anglerfish. Of course, we can't talk about the deep sea without mentioning just about every super wide-jawed oddity that lurks down there. On the top of the list is none other than the anglerfish, which gets its name from its unusual hunting method, which involves luring prey close to its mouth using that weird luminescent appendage coming out of its head. Apart from that, it has a very unusual mating process. Similar to humans, male anglerfish spend their lives finding a single female through pheromones she releases. Once found, he bites onto the female and fuses onto her.
Wait. So male anglerfish are that big? Like, is that like adult size? Like full grown? Or is that just like the pubescent shit? Like, it just came out, like she just like spitted him out of her ass and shit, and now he's born. Is that? Nigga, like a tadpole before he fully develops. You feel me? But anglerfish are fucking ugly. You know anglerfish are really small as shit? Like, I've been lied to all my life, gang. Like, from Nemo and everything. I thought them niggas was big as hell. Them bitches is tiny.
She releases. Once found, he bites onto the female and fuses onto her. Like a parasite, he gets his nutrients from her need
So
to
if they're
survive,
tiny, then
and
you
is
could just only
practically an
imagine
on-demand testicle,
how small
ready
the
to
male really
reproduce
is,
when the
like-
female needs sperm. Another frightening fish is the viperfish, measuring around
Oh, I've
60
seen one of
centimeters
those before.
or 23 inches
Not
in
in person.
length. It's essentially an anglerfish made to look even more alien. Its fanged
Yeah,
jaws
those
can
bitches is
open
scary.
wide to almost 90 degrees, and it's similarly
Like, the
configured
deep dark, bro,
bioluminescent
is
lure
insane,
can invite
bro.
shallower fish down.
Like, really think about this, bro. Like, there is animals deep down in the ocean just living there in the pitch black. No vision. They can't see shit around them. And they have special abilities where their body can glow to give them light. Illuminates light. You feel me? Like, that shit is crazy. Why the fuck is there a goldfish right there? What is going on?
To their instant doom.
You about to eat the
Probably
goldfish?
even more hideous are deep-sea dragonfishes, a similar class of wide-jawed monsters which make look like they're incomplete cousins. What's particularly special about this fish is they don't just produce blue light like most other deep-sea creatures, they also produce red light. To emit this light, the species will use organs called photophores, typically located in front of their eyes. While the red light cannot act as a lure, since most of the prey cannot see that shade, it does allow the dragonfish to stealthily illuminate their prey. Isopods and amphipods. Sure, ancient trilobites
fuck?
and modern
That
horseshoe
big
crabs,
ass-
giant isopods,
Isopods? The roly-polies? That's that? What the fuck?
and amphipods.
I did not know them bitches could get that
Sure,
big.
ancient trilobites and modern horseshoe crabs may look cute and all, but out on the deep sea floor, there are creepy crawlies that could take you millions of years back into the age of the giant insects. Just take a close look at this giant ice.
That nigga looks fucking terrifying. Bro, imagine he's your size. Gang. What the fuck? Flamethrower. Hold that. What the hell? That nigga is massive.
Isopod.
And
Closer.
ugly. He looks evil. Like, what the fuck?
Even closer. Its extraterrestrial form and size will constantly make you wonder if it's actually some sort of mutated lice. Don't worry, it's not going to jump on your face. They're actually more of a scavenger than an active hunter. They also typically thrive in colder, deeper environments, which is why they're technically absent in most temperate deep regions of the world. There are other forms of gigantic deep-sea crustaceans that have an unusual alien-like appearance, like the supersized amphipods. It's almost as if they're the grotesque and mutated versions of their tamer counterparts on the shallow seas and land. Thankfully, being that almost all of them are not as active as the wide-jawed hellspawns I mentioned earlier, they're far less menacing to other species than they seem. Even less intimidating, since we'll never even get to meet one on land. Probably. Number 6, spider crabs. Speaking of
Alright, bro. They're not bizarre for real. Like I didn't seen Asian markets have these bitch ass niggas. Like, these niggas is really pussy. Like, their meat is good. Pause! But they're pussy. They're dead pussy, by the way. But, you feel me? They taste good.
crustaceans, crabs are also subjected to the same freakish transformations when the deep sea is taken into account. This time though, it's not just their size, but rather a whole different dimension of weird. Japanese spider crabs, for example, don't just hold the record for the longest legged crab, but they are also literally the longest-legged arthropods ever. They can grow up to around 5 meters long. Although their body is relatively small, its main body can still grow a bit larger than the average human head. The Hoff crab is another ghastly version of its normal counterpart. The deep, dark depths made it almost featureless in terms of color, giving itself a pure white shell of nothingness. The Hoff crab got its name due to its dense covering of seta, which are hair-like structures that resemble the hairy chest of actor David Hasselhoff. It thrives near hydrothermal vents, where its seta feeds upon sulfur-oxidizing bacteria nearby. Even stranger are the various species of strange spiny crabs, which have yet to be properly classified or even identified due to their recent discovery. The only thing evident, though, is that the deep sea environment where they belong must have been really harsh for them to go several steps above the crustacean defense tree. Number 5. Colossal squid. If there's one persistent legend that turns out to be true of the deep, it's that the deep sea is home to fantastic creatures that exhibit monstrous proportions. It's a well-known scientific phenomenon known as deep sea gigantism, and one of the most gigantic creatures we know of that
I think deep sea gigantism is like, don't quote me on this because I'm not like a geek or anything, but I really am into animals and I be trying to know everything about any animal in the world. Like I really love animals. Like I wanted to be a veterinarian before I wanted to do anything else in life. But I like, do they get that big because they have so much more space? Because not a lot of things live down, like deep down. So do they get that giant because there's way more space and way less predators? You feel me? You get what I'm trying to say? Type shit.
Lives down there is the colossal squid. The colossal squid is a gigantic cephalopod that is easily more than twice the size of a regular human.
Occasionally, and people used to say these was fake. People used to say these was fake. They used to be like, oh my god, there's no giant ass squids fighting fucking whales and shit. Fucking insane, bro.
The Antarctic, we've never seen one in its natural habitat, as we've only known about them because they're sometimes caught by fishing rigs. It may not be capable of capsizing ships, but it's still the largest known invertebrate in the world.
Kraken.
Giant squids are another huge squid species. Compared to the colossal squid, they're only about a third of their size, but they're still larger than any regular person, and they have a huge intimidating beak you would not want to be eaten by. Though it can be just as elusive as its bigger counterpart, the giant squid has actually been spotted in its natural habitat, even twice, although only very briefly. Speaking of deep sea squids,
the vampire squid
also...
Oh, fuck no! That's just like a jellyfish and a squid combined. What the fuck is...
a special mention with a weird transitional body that is technically classified as a split between a squid and an octopus. It's not as gigantic, but it's still equally monstrous with...
It does like an octopus.
Its cape-like webbing and spine-studded tentacles. Don't worry, it does not suck the blood of its neighboring denizens, but is instead a particulate scavenger, preferring to dine on what's already prepared as a meal. Number 4. Harp sponge. As fearsome as they already are, sea anemones and other similar creatures have at least taught us that the oceans are also home to a number of immobile predatory feeders. Therefore, it's only natural that the deep dark sea will introduce us to something similar, only more horrifying.
Those look tough.
The harp sponge, for instance, looks just like its name suggests, an unassuming harmless piece of underwater living sponge shaped like a harp. Whereas most inert deep sea creatures feed off of filtered marine matter, this one actively seeks a more scrumptious feast by snagging its victim with its Velcro-like hooks. With its meal unable to escape, it then completely envelops its prey and digests it. Part of its menu typically includes various small fishes, usually those that are not strong enough to escape its microscopic hooks. However, it has been known to feast on crustaceans as well. Number 3. Sea toads. The sea toad is a rather simple name for this ocean-dwelling...
He like a blobfish! He like a cuter version of a blob, and he got little, look, he got little feet. Hey, yo, I would have one of these in my crib if he wanted to chill with me and shit. Like, you wanted to sit in the tank and shit, just vibe out again. I have one of you as a pet, like.
Oddity, but it does kind of describe what an amphibian might look like when subjected to the crushing depths of the deep sea. Think of a fish that is smashed from front to back and given tiny legs. That's the simplest description of what sea toads look like. In the words of Sir David
it looked like a tadpole that couldn't fully develop into a frog. Who the fuck is this guy?
Attenborough, It has been living so long in the depths that its fins have changed into something more useful: feet. Not the most beautiful thing in the sea, but it definitely gives a direct visual representation of what we humans would definitely find familiar, yet otherworldly. Oh, and as with its close relative, the aforementioned anglerfish, the sea toad is also a fierce ambush predator. It lurks, always patiently waiting before its hapless victim finally ends up as sustenance. Number 2. Siphonophores. Deep-sea siphonophores are long lines of jellyfish-like entities connected together, only guided by the organism behind and in front. They can get really long, like just as long or even longer than a blue whale, making them some of the longest animals in the world. They stay alive by preying on smaller animals by using stinging cells. Though some types of siphonophores exhibit a simpler, long and slender creature configuration, other types can have even wackier physical configurations.
What's that
Most
shit called?
of them, though, such as the classic Portuguese man-o-war, do not belong to the depths of the deep sea, therefore not part of our dark oddities. Number 1. Gulper eels. If there's one thing in the deep that is the literal stuff of nightmares, it would definitely have to be the gulper eel.
That shit don't
its
look
name
scary
alone
at all.
conjures a
Oh,
disturbing
shit!
image to those who hear it, and complete dread to those who can witness its full existence. Its huge mouth, which is definitely its most defining trait, is capable of extending.
Yo, you wouldn't even be able to see that shit down deep into the in the ocean. Like the deepest parts of the ocean, you would not see that shit. That shit is just jet black. Like, there's no way. There's no fucking way. They have to live forever.
And snapping, like a snake.
How long
this
them shit's
allows
been
it to
around?
munch and dine on stuff that a creature of its size would not normally be able to swallow. Combine this with its very slender body and whip-like tail, and its capability of easily bending.
If it's eating fish, how the fuck where's its stomach? I got a lot of questions, bro. Is this his nose or is it eyes? Like what like I got a lot of questions that I need to be answered.
Into the depths of darkness, and
They
this
need to
makes
be
it
answered.
even more terrifying than the already monstrous anglerfish. Strangely enough, cusk eels, despite being within the same category and habitat as the gulper eel, look vastly different and come in a variety of forms. They have all the normal features of regular fish, but wrapped within an almost extraterrestrial looking transparent form.
Is that it?
This is to be
luminescent?
expected though. As at 8,200 meters deep, the cusk eel is officially one of the deepest ocean-dwelling creatures on record. To give you a rough idea of how tough as hunters these eel really are, both of them eat a staple diet of mostly hard crustaceans. They also inhabit a very large part of the world's oceans, as they can easily thrive anywhere, so long as the climate is relatively warm.
Oh shit, they live by me. That's crazy.
If this video got you curious about more deep-sea creatures,
Thank you, man. It's always a good time to watch your videos, man. Like, hope y'all like this shit, though. I hope y'all got educated, and I hope y'all enjoyed this shit. If y'all did, drop a like. Let me know what videos y'all want to see in the future, and I got y'all boys. It's been your boy, Corey, the one cocky young negative. That's my slogan. I'm going to catch y'all boys in the next video, man. Keep God in your life, fuck niggas.
I want to be the greatest in the world, not for the money and the fame and the girls, not for the car keys or the jet skis, but the vacation to the West Indies.